cooperate with me. All right. Good evening, everyone. As you can see, it's just the two of us today.
Nah, I can't do this hard. Just the two of us.
We always sing it. That's what you need to do. You need to just start singing covers of songs. Make your own YouTube channel and start singing.
We'll see how that goes.
Nah, but today it's a calm topic, a topic that's more along the lines of moral ambiguity and, ambiguity of ethics. Something that, personally, a topic that I enjoy talking about. So today we're going to talk about Missouri man Cornealious Anderson, otherwise known as Mike. He is someone that was charged of an armed robbery, but due to a clerical error, he was never actually arrested. And interestingly enough, they found out, okay, this guy never got arrested, let's take him in. And then his family and the court, they made an appeal saying, all right, look, he's been living a good life the whole time, after he got charged for that armed robbery. And he's a different man than he was back then. I don't know how much years has passed, but a good amount of time has passed since the court case and then to now where they try to take him in afterwards. So the judge had declared him, free of all charges once they realized he really did change his life. He was a businessman. He had a daughter. He got married, paid all his taxes, and he was also a youth football coach. So based off of that, the judge was like, yeah, this man is not the same man he was when he committed the armed robbery. And it was our fault anyways why he didn't get arrested. So we could just let him go. How do you feel about that?
So there's no consequences for his prior actions, because the thing is, when it comes to a crime, it's the nature of the crime. And as you said, he said armed robbery. Yeah. So armed robbery is the intention of harming an individual, or you're possessing a firearm of some kind where someone's life is being threatened for what you're trying to do here. So to me, it's like, I do see the redemption, but the redemption would make more sense after he served the time, in terms of that, armed robbery is it's a serious thing. I'm just like, was he armed with a knife? Was he armed with a gun? Because, you're putting people's lives in jeopardy for what you're trying to get, which is rather selfish in nature. So to me, the fact that he got off kind of with nothing, I'm like, yes, they did mess up. I'd probably reduce his sentence, but he still got to serve time for what he did initially.
I feel you on that. With the armed robbery, there was so much potential for things to go wrong.
Yes.
I think that's what made it such a big deal.
Yeah, because lives are on the line in that scenario. It's not like a regular robbery where you just grab somebody's item and you ran off. And even that could be the end of your life. Because say you grab some lady's purse and then a guy with a firearm is like, boof. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That could easily play that way.
So, because his life turned around and he's again a married man and again he's been doing good, it would hurt to see him now go to jail and not have to serve his time.
But he should have served it in general, because he did commit a crime. And it's just like, you can't slink away from punishment. That's not how this works. They did have an error, though. That is on them. But he should serve something, or I would at least hit him with community service. But I can't see him, just the nature of the crime, it's just like, nah. I couldn't see him not serving time for that. Like, he got lucky. And it's like, you can't show that, because then everybody's going to feel that pass if they get away through clerical errors.
Oh, he absolutely did get lucky. But you see, you say pass. Did he really get a pass? Because his life did change around.
It did.
And again, he said he did. There was no efforts made to avoid any type of police authority, any type of any chance that law officials or law authorities would have to get at him. He didn't. He didn't try to prevent it. He was like, okay, if they take me, they take me. But if not, I'm going to just keep living my life.
Because it's like, if he knows he committed something and nothing happened to him. So you played what everybody plays. Stay quiet. You know what I'm saying? They're not coming for me. I'm not going to say a word. Even though clearly you did something. And you should have went for it. They've got.
Oh, I didn't see the extra 8. Damn, you killed me.
Yep.
Jaquan won with 3 gun. Yeah, so, I mean... okay, so I have to say I do agree. Something, maybe just some slap on the wrist, something to at least show that, hey, you just can't get away with something like this. So, community service, I would say, yeah, he would have to do.
It could definitely work. Because say if this was somebody who got away with murder, you know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely not.
Then it's just like, and the fact that he did armed robbery, which could easily lead to somebody's death, You know, it's just like it's such a big it's a big thing. It's not like he stole or he committed like something fraudulent, like steal assets or something like that, slinked away with it, and maybe he tried to redeem himself and whatnot. You know, I respect the redemption little arc he went on, but ultimately to really fulfill that, if I was him, I'd go and take the jail time. I know that I shouldn't have gotten away with it. You would take the jail time. Yeah, I know I shouldn't have gotten away with it.
Okay, so last point on this.
Yeah.
Because again, now he has a wife, he has a daughter.
Yeah.
Now, I guess a court could look at it as that's cruel and unusual punishment because now we're gonna send him to jail. Where back then he would have gone to jail with no family, at least no nuclear family.
But even if he did have the family, he'd still go to jail.
So okay.
And that's his fault. No one told him to commit those actions but himself.
You're absolutely right.
So it's just like, in terms of the system, you just can't slink away with stuff that you did. Especially because those people's lives were in jeopardy that day. You could have traumatized an individual for the rest of their life. And then you never got sent to jail for what you did? You never went through that little cycle of time where you paid for your crimes? You just got to slink away and then redeem your life? What if he caused permanent damage to that individual psyche and they never recovered?
That is true too.
Yeah. So it's like, nah. To me, if you committed a crime and you slink past it, you still got to pay the time. It could probably divvy in terms of how you change your life around, because ultimately prison is supposed to be rehabilitation for inmates. But
so he got rehabilitated.
He rehabilitated himself. Then that makes it seem like, dang, the system must suck because nobody's used to change when they go in there.
Well,
and
that's a whole other
discussion. Majority of guys, like,
don't really be helping people.
If he was a dealer or something like that on the streets, that man would have never said a word. He'd never redeemed himself.
Absolutely. No, you're right though.
That's just how I feel about it.
Yeah. So to sum things up, there are several factors in this: the severity of the crime,
yes,
whereas what he did afterwards, and then there's also how you feel about the legal system in general, and you feel like he definitely deserves some punishment. Yes, and I agree with you. To what extent we may disagree on, but
to what extent, not necessarily certain, but yeah,
certainly the severity of the crime dictates what should happen afterwards. I agree. If it was murder, absolutely not. You should not be exonerated for what you did. You got to go to jail for life.
Like, you took a life. You're not about to just recover your life after the life you done stole.
Exactly.
That's crazy.
I'm with you on that. So you guys could also let us know how you feel. We're going to finish off this round. Let's see if I can get my money back because Jaquan robbed me. Let's see. I'm going to match you.
But I do like it. That it's just wild, though. Like, I do like his whole little turnaround. But definitely, excuse me, that brother still got to serve time.
I wonder what he was thinking. It's interesting. Like, was he... how when guys, I don't know, you hear this all the time, serial killers, they escape the cops, and then they brag about it.
Oh, man.
They start to get comfortable, like, look at me, I'm so smart, cops couldn't even get me. It's like, I wonder if you ever had that feeling.
That's
true.
You
ever thought in the back of his mind, like,
that is true.
I'm the man right now, nobody can stop me. What do you have brewing, sir? What are you doing to me? Y'all, Jaquan, this might be the first game you win on this podcast.
It had to be.
I'm a match. He bets 300.
Thanks for my chips, because this is a flush.
Ooh, I was looking for the flush, but I ended up with a pair of aces.
Oh, shoot.
Man, okay. Got it, man. You got it.
That's great.
Ooh, y'all see this? Just so we can count up the numbers. All right. Jaquan won this one. Clean sweep. All right, y'all. Again, let us know what you think. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Your comments gives us great feedback, and with that feedback, we can grow our channel. Thank you so much. Enjoy.